There are just some things that don't make sense, and we think normally, so we're never going to understand them, and this is just one of them.
I'm angry. I'm hurt. I'm lonesome.
The very last thing she ever said to me was, I'm going to rehab. I'm going to get my life back.
I know she's met a monster, and I know she didn't want to die.
I had to watch them lower her down and the casket close. While he's alive, he's breathing.
When you actually live in it, it's just different, especially if it's someone that you love.
Brian Epperson to be put away for literally the rest of his life.
Morning comes way too early. When that alarm clock blares to life, your hand reaches out swift, determined, and unstoppable. Well, you can be too. Instead of that first cup of coffee, reach for Dubby Jitterless Energy Drinks. Dubby has 150 milligrams of caffeine to get you going in brain food like L-taurine and more. There's no sugar, no fillers, and no BS. And it tastes great. Get 10% off when you click the link in the show notes of the Mountain Mysteries episode or in the Gatherings chat. It's time to be better with Dubby. Unleash your excellence.
Well, good evening. Sorry for the voice, but it's one of those seasonal funk things. Changing of the seasons, it never fails. And of course, when you make your living with it, there you go. Stace will be on here in just a few seconds. Let's get started, though. Last week, I guess it was, I had put up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Mountain Mysteries. Get used to this tonight, guys. I'm sorry. But I'd asked people if they had ever heard the name Marty or Martin Dill. And I said, well, if you've not, go back and listen to episode 25. And I put a link in there for it. It's called Heather's Coming Home. It's the mountain mystery of Heather Danielle Teague. Marty, or Dill, as I call him, you can fill in the last word for yourself, killed himself just a couple of days after Heather was abducted. Police were trying to arrest the guy because, aside from being an asshole, he was, suspected of a lot of different stuff. But we're talking about 30 some years ago, and they just recently exhumed his body. And they said DNA that could tie him to Heather's disappearance, I guess. They didn't really say much about her being alive or dead, but I think at this point we kind of assume. Don't want to, but kind of. I do think that they are going to find more and more answers as they continue to go, and I hope so, for Sarah's sake. Sarah is her mom. When we went there, we went and actually did the interview in Sarah's bedroom. Yeah, that was different. Then after that, of course, now we've got Stines going on right now. Sean Mickey Stines, Letcher County Sheriff, ball accounts, super nice guy, really good guy, great at his job. Walks in about a year ago, maybe a little over, whatever. It's close to a year ago, and shoots and kills a judge. Then words start to get out about some of the things that were going on at the jail and all of this, and people talking about, well, he said if I didn't please him orally or sexually, then I'd never see my kids again, and this and that. And there's interviews out there all over the news on it. So, I'll say this again, and I'm a firm believer of it. A lot of people have also made mention that he was either had an inappropriate relationship or was working on one with Stein's then 16-year-old daughter. Now, Mullins was about 54 years old. Let me ask you a question. What would you do? A 54-year-old guy approaches your 16-year-old kid, your daughter, or maybe it's your son, and try something like that. What would you do? Yeah, kind of thought so. I would be, I'd be in handcuffs too. So again, it goes back to me saying, free Mickey Stines, if that's the case. Because I think that he was protecting the community and protecting his family. And what I've always said, you've got a right to protect yourself and your family and your kids. Definitely your kids. First among anything else. We're going to get to the chat here in just a second. We are also, I think, live on Justice for Amber tonight, I believe. If Deb approved it, I'm assuming that she did if she saw it. But 87 days. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys, but sinuses and allergies, I can't really help it. I had people in Los Angeles contacting me today wanting me to audition for certain voice roles, and I'm like, well, that sucks. Because this is not my voice when it's at its peak. I sound like, I can sound like Mr. Big right now on Zootopia. My grandmama made you a cannoli. But other than that, I'm kind of, I'm just down and out a little bit. 87 days away, I think it is, until the trial. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the chat and say hi to some of you guys. 87 days away. We've talked to Missy and Debbie, and they are very much of the same opinion, especially for, if MK is convicted, the accused killer, the only justice that can be sought there is life in prison without the possibility of parole. Now, as far as the 8 counts each of tampering with physical evidence, and I don't know exactly, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to look it up this week. Like I said, I've been feeling pretty rough. What those carry, my hope is to be able to get a hold of Brent Turner. I'd love to have him come on the show along with Debbie and Missy live and talk to him about exactly what's at stake here for these guys. I think that would be absolutely awesome. If they get convicted, somebody had said something about, a comment was made, and it wasn't on social media. It was actually in public. Somebody had said, well, he's got a right to work his business and protect his business. And, if he don't do that, what if he loses his business? And I just kind of popped out there. I said, yeah, that would probably be almost as bad as losing his life. Oh, wait a minute. Amber did lose her life. If you're looking for sympathy from me, it's between shit and syphilis in the dictionary. Period. All right, so let's go ahead. 5 years per count, Madonna said. That she thinks it's 5 years per count. Okay, so that's 8, that's 40 years. Now, of course, you take into account that they've got to serve a certain percentage before that they would be released on parole. And then, of course, there could be time off with good behavior. Look, guys, I want to adjust this down here a little bit, okay? I'm not feeling especially tall, like ever. So anyway, let me throw some shout outs to our chat folks. Angie Collins. God, I hate this. Thanks so much for being here, Angie. Jenny Williams, Dream in Colors, Sherry Mullins, Kayla Tanksley. Kayla is awesome. Cecil Hunter, brother, it's so good to see you back in here. Thanks for being here. CJ Burke, who does some true crime research for us. Candace Thornsberry. There is my buddy Tina, who is actually now our public relations person for Chris Slone Media. Brooke Casey, who is actually now handling sales for us. Speaking of which, if you guys know anybody that owns a business, we do. Look, most of y'all know I was in radio for years. Had a lot of great results with a lot of businesses around here. I can still do the same thing, only better. Better equipment, better. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to brag on the equipment. It's a blessing from God. I had no idea I was going to get into this when I was sitting in here one day doing dishes. I turned around, looked behind me at the pantry and said, well, hell, I ain't got nothing in there. It ain't being used for anything anyway. Over 40 audio books, multiple episodes of a podcast heard in 83 countries around the world. Just signed a contract, I think it was like last week, with an attorney in San Francisco to do a whole series of legal thriller audio books for him. And there's people in Los Angeles now that are contacting me saying, well, can we talk about your rates? And can we talk about, yeah. Look, I get radio stations and I get billboards and TV, but let me challenge you to a thought. They don't do marketing. They are tools that marketing uses. What I do is I come in and we come up with a strategy to either get people to your business or your website, either one or both, better yet, both. And then once they get in there, you convert those leads into something that's worth investing in me for. And if I cannot help you, I will tell you. This ain't all about the money for me. This is what I want to do with whatever time I got left in this life. The marketing, the mountain mysteries, and Stacy and I working together on the gatherings. We're getting ready to bring Kate and her son on board. I had no idea he was studying media at high school. And I'm sitting there going, well, hell, that'd be awesome. Which I would like to pose a question to everybody out there listening. You can answer it in the chat, email me, whatever you'd like to do. Would you subscribe for free on Apple or Spotify to a thing that I'm thinking about doing? It's called ARN, Appalachian Regional News. Now, we all listen to news on radio sometimes. We all listen to news or watch news on TV sometimes. This would be the stuff that nobody talks about. I actually had a conversation with a family a while back, and she said she couldn't get heads nor tails done about somebody covering a death of her family member. And she said, I don't know why. And I said, well, you want the truth? Now, the truth going to suck. It's going to hurt. And I don't sugarcoat it. But do you want the truth? She said, yeah. And I said, all right, here it is. Ratings translate into revenue. The higher the ratings, the higher these TV stations and radio stations can charge for whatever their rates are. Now in this particular case, it's more along the lines of TV, but don't get me wrong, radio stations are just as freaking guilty. They care about two things. In radio, it's Arbitron, it's Nielsen and TV, but they care about that money. Now, do we need money? I'm begging for it right now. That QR code right up here in the corner, right there. You can take your phone, click a picture of it, and it comes up with a way that you can donate to us. And I get it. Money is tight right now. I understand that. Trust me. I negotiated the hell out of these people to get this thing back on the air. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. I had to use money I didn't have. Well, Chris, if he didn't have it, I had to use money that's put back for the things like for myself, groceries. But these people, Amber, April, all these people are worth it to me. You guys are worth it to me. Because I can't tell you how many times I've got messages saying, oh my God, you are a safe haven. You are, you just make things a little better. And I'm like, well, many of you guys have proven you're here for us. And I've got another great big surprise, but we're not going to release it just yet. Stace knows, Tracy knows, and so does Brookie Cookie. Brookie is my cookie. She's my chieftain in sales. And when I told her tonight, her eyes got about as big as tea saucers, and she was like, oh my God, that's awesome. It would be something that's a game changer around here. And to be quite honest with you, I'm sure they're doing it somewhere else, but I don't know where. And we will promote the hell out of it because, again, like I said, billboards, radio stations, TV stations, they are tools to be used in marketing. Everybody's saying local terrestrial radio is dead. And around here, well, let's just say its blood pressure is something like maybe 70 over 30. It's fading. I know it. I've seen it. But it ain't useless. It depends on how we use it. Paul Harvey used to say that radio has diluted its own effectiveness because all they want to do is commercial after commercial after commercial. And I bitched about that for years. I was like, good God, really? I get that's how they make their money. But I also believe if you put your people first, the money's going to be there. And you can ask Brooke. She's in the chat right now. She'll tell you, Brookie, what did I say about the maximum number of people that I want for sponsors? That's it. I'm not going to turn this damn thing into nothing but commercials and 5 minutes of content. It ain't happening. Commercials be broke up. You'll have a couple here, a couple there. Boom. Bing, bang, boom. We're back into it because the people come first. because without you all, ain't none of it works. Listen, I'm really stupid where a lot of things are concerned. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm ignorant where a lot of things are concerned, but what I do know is this, because I've practiced it for over 30 years. And when I finally, every once in a while, get lucky enough to get my way, right there it is in the chat room, 5. When I'm able to practice it and get my way, clients got results. And I'm talking car dealers. I'm talking clothing stores. I'm talking grocery stores. I don't care what kind of business you've got. I can help you. I just need to talk to you about it. And I ain't going to come in there and say, y'all want to buy some advertising? That pisses me off quicker than anything. Because basically what they're looking at you and saying is, give me your money. I don't care if you get any back or not. We sit down and we talk at first. And of course, I'm going to be sitting there with this, my little buddy, notepad, taking notes. And I'm going to be realistic with you. If you say, I want to do $10 million next month, I'm going to say, well, guess what, Chief? I want a pot of gold to piss in. Probably ain't going to happen, though. But how do we get to that goal? Small goals. We set realistic small goals. We increase foot traffic, and we build over time. Now, how do we do that? Can we use radio? Yeah. Can we use TV? You betcha. Can we use billboards? Oh, absolutely. But let me tell you where it's all going. And it's halfway there. Social media. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, etc., etc., etc. How many people said and earnestly listen to the radio at work anymore? Most of the stations around here play crap music, inundated with commercials. Now, would I use commercials for what I'm doing? Yeah, but the difference is we're going to stand out like a Snickers bar in a punch bowl. I know how to make that happen too. And I'm surrounded by a team of people that will be honest with me. Let me tell you something. I love her, but Brooke Casey don't care to look at me and say, Chris, you can do better than that. That sucked. So will Stace. Because that's what friends do. That's what people that care about you do. They tell you the truth. So we go back to the drawing board and we do it again until we hit it right. So anyways, there are certain clients that I would absolutely reject. You can do the math on who those are. Many of you that know me well, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I don't give a rat's ass if they walked in here and offered me $100,000 a month. I'd say, in the words of Ozzy Osbourne, call them. Because I don't believe in them. I don't believe in how their business practices operate, and I don't believe in the way that they just are. Now, for me, myself, I'm in contracts right now with several people, or talks with several people. Actually, Brooke is. I believe in them. I really earnestly do. I've getting several people say that they listen to ARN, which is Appalachian Regional News, and we would not cut corners. I'll tell you the truth, and I'll tell you the parts that probably they don't want me to tell you, but guess what? Politics, guess what? I don't care. I'm not political. I got my political beliefs, but there ain't nobody around here means I don't care. I'll call your ass out. Half of this county's crooked as a dog's hind leg, and this ain't the only one. But I think it's high past time that people around here deserve the truth. And there's people that deserve justice. Amber Spradlin is right there at the top of my head, chief among them. We've got families around here that the news media don't pay any attention to. Well, that's why it doesn't say Chris Slone's news media. Some moonshine to clear that up, Candace. I love the way you're thinking. It's Chris Slone Media. And our first responsibility is to be honest with the people that watch anything we create, or as honest as we can be, and with the families that entrust us enough to come to us and say, will you tell the story of my loved one? And really quick, here's why. Those memories, so many times, that's all that Debbie and Missy have left. It's all Brandon's got left. It's all Gary's got left, is the memories of Amber. Now, how valuable do you think that is to them? That's all Sharon had left with April. That's all that Herschel had left with Dwayne and his grandma, who practically raised him. I mean, that's all. And there's family members out there that love Jaden Spicer. That's all they got left. It's memories. Speaking of which, I'm looking for people to talk to me about Jaden's life. Look, we know how he died. I want to tell the story of how he lived. So, a big hi to Candace Thornsberry, like I said, CJ Burks. Cookie, that's what I call Brooke. She's Cookie now. Like I said, Cecil, Sheila Hackworth, Mary Ray. Mary, it's so good to see you again. Of course, my buddy Tina. Lloyd Gullett. He's got a dose of this going on too. Yeah, that's him. It's going around. Everybody's got it. Kayla, and thank you so much for that beautiful comment. I really appreciate it. She said, you and Stace and Lloyd have created a hope circle that's as strong as God's faith. Wow. That hits hard. Thank you. It's opened some of us back up to what life really is for us. And I think I speak for all of us when I say that. Thank you. Of course, Tracy and Brooke and, well, I already mentioned Cookie. That's like 6 times I mentioned her. Karen Thompson. Let's see, Kelly Sorg. All kinds of people in the chat room tonight. And we welcome every single one of you. And if I can't read it in here, this platform, for as much as I just pay for this son bitch, doesn't pick up chats off every page that we're on. There's some of the Facebook ones it does, some it doesn't, but it does, of course, on YouTube. Yes, thank you, Sweet Pea. Cookie wants me to, or Brooke wants me to remind you, she is also, in addition to doing sales, she is manufacturing. Now listen to this. And we're going to have something for you to see next week on the Facebook pages, including hers. But it's shirts, polos, cups, ball caps. That's coming. We've been asked a lot about that. And thanks to Brooke, she said, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. I said, okay. And you know what? She did. Rita Miller Phillips. Hey, Rita, how are you doing? Linda Lawson. Complete sweetheart. Linda, it's not horrible, but it could be a little better. I could be feeling better. Thank God Stace is good. Let's see here. Sherry Mullins. Apparently, I said some stuff earlier that really got some reactions. Everybody's like, yeah. Like I said, speak the truth. Be honest with your people. I mean, do the politicians really think that people around here are dumbasses? Remember that the next time their election comes around. Oh, hush. Let's see who else we got there that I can mention real quick before we bring on the prettiest girl, one of the prettiest girls that I know. Okay. Candace. Yeah, I've mentioned Candace, I think. And so many other guys. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Just know that I love you and I didn't mean to miss you. Vanita Hinkle, Kayla Savage. That girl is a posting icon. I post something, it's reposted. Bam. Kayla's reposted. She's awesome. And Kayla, thank you so much. I love you for it. Shannon Roland Van Hoos, Ralph and Jenna Frazier. Talk about a wonderful human being. There you go. I mentioned CJ. Okay. So anyways, we're going to shut up now. I know I went off on a spiel for about 30 minutes, but I had to get all that stuff out. Next thing I want to talk about before we step out real quick is the 606 Paranormal Haunted Doll Darkest Stories tour. Kicks off Tuesday. Hi, pretty girl.
Good evening, everybody.
So you're kicking off the tour Tuesday. We are. I have been blessed to ask to speak as one of the lead speakers at the tour. And basically what this comes down to is somebody asked me a question about a doll. I'm just going to look at Stace. But I'm going to open it up. And let me tell you something. It's going to be a show. It's going to be a hell of a thing. It's going to be good. So tell me about the tour, baby. Tell me what's
about
going
the what?
About
We're going to take the this time around.
Lloyd loves it.
We've been doing this for a few years now, taking our dolls out, sharing the stories that the families who trusted me with these dolls, they would leave me with their story. And of course, we talked about it several times and such. So I'm going to pass that on to everybody else and let everybody else learn about some of these haunted dolls. And not all of them are horribly terrible, but some of them are horribly terrible. Believe it.
Don't touch them.
No, that's never advised.
Don't touch them unless you have concise permission from Stace. Now, excuse me. We've talked briefly, very, very briefly, about maybe doing one in Paintsville at perhaps the rec center. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, we've done one there before.
Yeah. But this one is coming up Tuesday. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Laurel County Library. And from what I hear, there could not possibly be a better facility to host such an event. They've got this massive screen, and you're going to see intro music and videos of, Lloyd's going to come out, and he's going to be shirtless, wearing a loincloth, and packing a club. And Destiny is already back there somewhere in the background. You can hear like wolves in the distance puking.
Believe it.
And then Stace is going to walk out to her intro, which, by the way, I think I got that last night. Was that the one you wanted?
Mm-hmm.
Music? Okay, babe. And then, of course, I'll come out answering phones and taking out the trash. That's what I do. So, this is going to be something. It's going to be really awesome.
It's going to be so fun. You're going to learn a little something. It's going to be, I'm not even going to joke with you guys. It's a little bit spooky. It's a little weird. But
perfect
hey,
for this time of year, because it's like Tina said the other day. She said, we're going into the spooky season.
I love it. My favorite time of the year.
Oh, my God. Did she really just say that? No, don't touch me there. This is my no square. She needs the kind of help that only professionals can provide. But I love her. She's awesome. We wish she could go too, Tina. But if Stace decides to do one in Paintsville, then we'll do one in Paintsville. Yeah. So that's coming up Tuesday, and that's going to be, like I said, from 6 to 8. Is that right?
7:30. We'll have to close up shop about 7:30 to clean up because where it closes at 8.
So you'll have about 90 minutes.
So we'll have plenty
of
time to get everything out.
We'll get some friends together, get the family together, come over and kick off the spooky season, because if
you miss them, you can't get there. You want to see them. You want to see what it's a little bit about. They're going to be at Mason on Main. That's going to be starting, I think, October.
Is that Winchester?
That's downtown Winchester at Mason on Main. They go there every year. Mason is our family, and he takes really good care of the babies. Of course, his most beautiful antique store is already haunted. So when they get in there, guys, there is like activity all over the place, and people come just to walk by and look at them.
Look in the windows, and
I mean, it's crazy. It really is.
So. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about justice for Amber and the Mickey Stines case, get some opinions from you guys, get some opinions from Stace, and see what we think's going on. It's right after this when Chris Slone and Stacia Underwood's gatherings continue.
Morning comes way too early. When that alarm clock blares to life, your hand reaches out swift, determined, and unstoppable. Well, you can be too. Instead of that first cup of coffee, reach for Dubby Jitterless Energy Drinks. Dubby has 150 milligrams of caffeine to get you going, and brain food like L-taurine and more. There's no sugar, no fillers, and no BS. And it tastes great. Get 10% off when you click the link in the show notes of the Mountain Mysteries episode or in the Gatherings chat. It's time to be better with Dubby. Unleash your excellence.
Okay, so what did you think about when you heard about Heather Teague and Marty Dill's body being exhumed after 30-some years? Personally, I think he's the guy that killed.
Shock. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that they leave much room there for doubt. And I'm interested to hear what you guys in the chat have to say about it too.
Yeah, me too.
Bourbon. What's that say? Bourbon pumpkin cake pops.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's Kayla.
With the pumpkin lovers. Like me.
Okay. Big hey to John, Ghost Hunter guys in the chat now.
Brother John.
Yeah, they're doing a ghost walk?
Down at Prestonsburg this weekend.
This weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I put it on our Facebook page too, John.
Yeah, everybody check that out.
Yeah, check that out. At December 1st, barring delays, a lot of people waiting on this trial to start. Barring delays, what do you see happening there? Madonna seems to think that there's 5 years for each count of tampering with physical evidence. 8 counts, that's 40 years. So that would make one guy more than likely croaking in prison, and the other one probably been around 60-something when he got out.
Gosh.
And then, of course, what they're shooting for, I'm sure, with MK, I'm guessing is life without the possibility of parole if they don't go for a death penalty. The trial has been moved to Pike County. Most of you all know that already. A motion was granted for a change of venue, and the judge in the case had cited, fair trial, sure enough, but security reasons was the big concern. And I was like, may not be a bad idea. May not be a bad idea. But I don't know. Look, I know this. KSP is not going to make an arrest. Madonna said, 1 to 5 years, she checked. KSP is not going to make an arrest in a case unless they've got some pretty ironclad evidence.
Yeah.
And they arrested 3 people. MK, McKinney, and then Mullins. MK, of course, charged with the murder, and McKinney and Mullins with 8 counts apiece, I think it was, with tampering with evidence. I'm trying to read the chat at the same time. That's not including the felony charges on the evidence. Yeah. And you know as well as I do what's going to happen to that oh so valuable license to practice if there's a conviction.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. I mean, they already shut him down once while they did their investigation, whatever it was. So,
I'm trying to refrain from saying what I really want to.
Yeah, I get it. It's like, we talked earlier. We always try to take a higher road, but sometimes
hell is too good. Hell is too good.
Yeah. Hell is too good. Yeah. And then, of course, Mickey Stines. If it's true what they said about that judge being the way he's accused of being, I say set him free. He protected his daughter to the best he could, not to mention so many other people in the community, untold people, who knows. But apparently that jail was being, there it is, Cecil. Thank you for that information. Junior will have to do 85% of his time, then a chance of parole. I hope you're not talking about MK. I hope they're going for life with no parole, no nothing. if he's guilty. Stines needs to walk. This is chat. I don't know if it'll work out very well or not, but there we go. Now y'all can see it. And I'll leave that up there up top in case somebody would care to help us out with some money and donate to the good and the welfare and keep this thing running. Just click on that and go to PayPal. Like I said, I'd rather not use Patreon because they take so much. So we are now getting to the point that so many people turn in to see the really spooky part of the spooky season. Kelly K. Kimbler is in there. Hey, Kelly. The spirit box, we got the issue fixed from what was it, week before last, where it was hard to hear. Oh, you now. So
she's not hard to hear now.
No, she's not hard to hear at all now. Stace, if you want to go ahead and get started with that, that'd be great.
Yeah, it'll take me a minute to warm it up.
Okay. So, I mean, do you have any thoughts and opinions on? I don't think you've seen the shirts yet that Brooke are making for us. Have you? I'll get her to send you some pictures.
But I want to.
She's good at that. I mean, she's awesome. And it's not them little fake iron-ons that you get in a box of alphabets. My mom made me a Headless Horseman shirt one time when I was a kid. It came right off the back of a box of alphabets. That was good candy or good cereal. Do they still make it?
What kind?
Alphabets.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think so.
Well, we're getting into the season now to where they're going to be releasing Frankenberry and Boo Berry and
it's already out.
Count Chocula. God, I love that stuff.
It's already out.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, I could eat that all day long.
Me too.
Brooke said she said that to you.
Okay, thank you, Brookie.
Yeah. As the box is getting warmed up, what do you think people can expect at the Scariest Stories tour?
Well, I'll just tell you guys, a lot of these stories that I haven't let out, through the years because they're just certain you just don't want to, you don't want it out there. You don't want people to know because it's so bad. Well, I mean, I decided just to let it out, tell everybody about them. Put the worst ones out there, and some of the ones that I had put up in the attic and locked away and stuff, we're bringing them out. So it's going to be really, 'tis the season.
Well, there will be people there too to prevent anybody from touching them. It's one of those things where, number one, those dolls, some of them are extremely fragile. Number two, ask Lloyd what happens. And this ain't a joke. He'll tell you.
Yeah,
they
he
get
sure will.
downright nasty. Captain Crunch is good. I like Captain Crunch Berry.
Me too.
Too, yeah. No, Save-A-Lot. Save-A-Lot has them? Okay. Talking about the Boo Berry and stuff like that. I love Boo Berry.
Me too. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I love it.
We grew up with it. Captain Crunch, that stuff,
That was the bomb. Still is.
It is.
And I'm sorry, but I like Cocoa Puffs. I know I'm a grown guy, but I like Cocoa Puffs. I like all of this.
I like Cocoa Pebbles.
Oh my God, Cocoa Pebbles. Turns your milk.
Yeah, they're real thin, like little.
Yeah, it turns your milk chocolatey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff is so good.
I like Fruity Pebbles. Good. Pumpkin bread Pop-Tarts.
I've still not tried that yet that you gave me. I will after we get off the air tonight. I'll throw the two in the toaster and I'll
Any pumpkin lovers out there, go pick up the pumpkin bread Pop-Tarts. My word.
Yeah.
How about that?
Rosie, you can hear it now. Ace, you've got the floor, my dear.
Does anyone have any problems hearing that tonight?
What?
I'll turn the light out over there.
No, it sounds perfectly good.
I'm going to dim the lights a little bit, and then we're going to concentrate on everybody's energy and see if we can get something coming through here for us. And of course, it's been listening to us this whole time, so you never know what it's going to come out with. And I'm putting a warning out. F-bombs away. This is going to be probably 30 different sound bits going through this. So you're going to hear radio, you're going to hear some music, you're going to hear backwards, forwards, everything. Listen for those voices that you're listening for, that you know. Listen for those. And if anybody has any questions, pop them up on chat and I'll ask. Does anybody have any information for us about Amber? Says something, God will find him. Let me turn towards the spirit box over here. You all still hearing that okay? They had months. The girl said they had months. Does anybody else want to come through for us? I'll find him. Okay. Let's get some questions rolling in here. I think Mary's got one too. Yeah. To the person who came through earlier and was talking about wow, that just answered another question we asked earlier too. Aunt Judy, can you come through for Candy? If you can come through for her, we would really love to hear from you. We've heard from you before. She is a character, too. Let me just tell you. We got about 6 more sound banks feeding through now, so we're gonna. Yeah, we've got all kinds of music going through it too. Use bits and pieces of about everything coming and going. Will RW be arrested? Can you tell us? Does anybody else want to come through for anybody that's in their family here in the chat room? A friend of mine died yesterday in an accident. Her name is Alex. Alex, can you come through? Kayla's here. The lady said something, I'm dead, but you've got to try to believe something. What's your name? Trev, can you come through? You've got plenty of people here that would love to hear from you too.
Gypsy girl went to the odds for 65.
Well, that was neat. Corey, can you come through for your mom? Your mom is in here and she would love to hear from you. Can you come through for her? Yeah, there's lots of music coming through Trace. We've got probably, I bet you there's 3 different sound banks that are backwards and forwards going. I'm trying to put out as much energy as possible to get anything that we can get on this new spirit box. I hate how these glasses reflect the light off the laptop. They're having a party. I wish we were. Corey, can you come through? While it's good and quiet and we can hear you. Does anybody else want to come through? Something is happening in Johnny something. Johnny. Can you tell me the name of the person that you're trying to speak with? Yeah. Is anybody out there that can help us and answer any questions for us about Amber? I know we were talking about her earlier. Anybody else come through for us? Those are all the candle lights. Does anybody else have any more questions for anybody? Johnny, can you come back through for me? No, Johnny again. Did you hear that singing, Tracy? Genevieve. Marlene, can you come through for Genevieve? Basil Wicker. Stephanie wants to know if her brother Basil was murdered. He was found hanging. What can you tell us about that? He said the world is going to go under. I'll hear you. It's your calling, John. Yeah, John. Did that sound a little familiar to you, Tracy, in the background? Trev, if that was you trying to sing, can you come back through for me and sing again? He said, hey, we can talk. We can. Do you have a message for somebody? Somebody was in the hospital. Would you mind telling somebody? He was cold, the only one. Tina says, did Bumblebee die? And are you talking through the spirit box to her? Sound like it said, Tina, come here. Angela says, can you reach out to Joe and ask if it's true that people are telling me that he did to my mom? Joe, is it true what happened to Angela's mother? She and I briefly talked about this. Can you come through? Do you have any apologies to make? I do, a lot of them. It's okay. Does anybody else want to come through? Do you have a message for anybody here with us? Did you hear that, Angela? That was crazy. That was crazy. I will tell them. Give me the messages and I'll tell them. Yes, you can be vocal. We can hear you. What was your mom's name, Angela? Clancy, can you come through and say something? Who shot you? Can you come through and tell us who shot you? Can you tell me? John said, okay, Lloyd. He said, don't ask me anymore. You're aggravating. I thought it was, but I didn't want to say that. Fern, Angela wants you to know she's so sorry. She heard that what you had to endure. She's very sorry. Oh, okay, Madonna, got you. Hey, Johnny, if you're out there, you're playing this music. Can you tell me what your widow's name was or is? I swear it's like you said Clancy was a fine man. It is. It's all kinds of. It seems to be all kinds of. And listen, now I'm not playing any of that. I mean, that sounded like something at a hospital. This is a trip, guys. I've got chills. Quite possibly. I'm not, listen, I can't. Anything that comes through that, I can't stop it. Kelsey Blanton. Wells. Okay. Kelsey Blanton Wells. Can you come through and speak to Brooke? They weren't after my money. And he gave the man $500 too. Something tell her she has a brother. Barry, can you come through for Genevieve? Yeah, I'll be okay. Grandpa Herman, can you come through for Kayla? She wants to know if you've been visiting Dad or Chester in his sleep. Is that how you come and make your visits? Always pay attention to your dreams. They get you close to another plane. Something that looks sound like she said something. She called me Pop. Don't know what happened to Kels. Oh, okay, Angela, gotcha. They had a large blood ceremony. Oh, fantastic. You all know he's lying, right? $30-year-old? Something from where? Something sounded like Jen right there on the end. So she's Jen. Can anybody tell us anything about Jaden Spicer? I swear, did it just say John Benet, a stun gun? Children.
There was a stun gun used in her murder.
He just said, I'm gonna haunt him. Mama Shirley, if Jaden's with you, can you let us know? Can you let us know if little Jaden's okay and with you, Mama? I'm here at our place. That's what the gentleman said. He had a nice voice, too. Stun gun again. Here we go. And blended on the mother. Hello. Is your name Patsy? To the person who's speaking about the stun gun, can you come through and let me know who you are? Stun gun again.
What do we have?
What do we have? Something we're on our Harleys. It's on the Harleys. On the Harleys. Hopefully they'll not forget me. Yeah, the one that killed her baby, I think, and UK. Oh, yeah, Brooke. Are you riding that Harley up there with the angels? You wait, he's going to be put on blast. She killed a little kid. She's going to the fire of something. John again. It's different. It's all green. He said, I'm laughing at something. She just said OMFG. Y'all heard that, I'm sure. That was lovely. It's longing spirits. I chose to go along with God, and He did not. I'm gonna try. This is getting. I mean, look at the chills. Something if Mike did him in, or Mike would did him in. He said, you're just being silly. He said, it's got to be cleaned up by morning. Miss you something. What are you saying? It's nonsense. He killed more than one. Judy, can you come through for me? Lori? Something killed somebody. That was nice. Like my mom, something. Connie, like my mom, something. Yeah, I heard Blind Melon too. Isn't that crazy? I love it. You never know what you're going to hear. What about Summer? Can anybody come through and help us with Summer Wells? What happened to Summer? Something in September. Can you tell me where she's at? Where will they find her? It's just something with Summer's with somebody else in the family. Summer with family. Summer. There goes another language for us too. Remember that. We can't outrun that. Does anyone want to come through and tell us about Summer? Something with a chain. There's blonde Melanie again too. He said, "No, wait, don't leave." She said, "No, you can't talk to me." Something to the side of her head. Dawn had her and something with it. I thought she died. Dawn. To the person who's coming through playing Blind Melon, do you have a message or you just want to play us that song? Well, Dawn knew. What does Dawn know? Something rocky. Hit him with the big stoners. Yes, Madonna. It's crazy trying to listen to. I cut a few of the bands back. Does anybody else want to come through for me? You want to open up another band?
I kind of wish they'd play some Ozzy.
Yeah, I'd love to hear from Ozzy.
Listen, Guy, Gus, Jim, Bill, whatever your fucking name is, you come near my chicken and you're going to be dead. I love it.
God, I love him.
And the ones you sent me this evening, oh God, I laughed.
Tell me that wasn't hilarious.
That was great.
Are you our guide?
I thought he said Guy. What'd I just say?
You just said it, didn't you?
Listen, Guy, Gus, Jim, Bill, whatever your name
Whatever your name is.
Yeah. That's when he was talking to the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one on the couch. Shoot on me getting a big drink of tea. Flight 8.
The whispering.
Well,
The whispering. Her man never. Frank?
I don't know. Somebody's trying to get something out there.
I mean, something's messing with our computer too.
Who did it?
What was someone whispering to you? Yeah, is that a secret? Can you tell me?
Ancient Chinese secret.
Madge, you're soaking in it. There you go. Let's tell our age, folks.
Ozzy he always rocked. He was just incredible. He even had a dog that was a member of Bin Laden's gang.
Lord. You gonna live, Lloyd?
What?
You gonna live?
Well, who knows? Well.
There went Margaret. Hey, Ozzy, we would love to hear from you. I'll tell you, I've had a time processing his death. And I didn't even know him, and it's really broke our hearts.
I've still not.
He was so loved. He was so loved.
But I'm one of those people that don't like to say goodbye. I'd rather say see you later.
Right. I don't know what the spirit box is doing, circling around. We got some. Does anybody else want to come through for us? We can hear you loud and clear. I hope. Hey. Show them.
Sounded like
show them.
Like a child.
What do you want me to show them, sweetheart?
I want to know who's been in here stealing my biz.
You're the bear thief.
That's when he realized, yeah, she's probably right. Sharon kept him in, yeah.
Speaking of Sharon, has anybody seen the latest picture of her that someone went by and took a snap of her? I think she was sitting in a stop sign, something like that. Anyway, they blew the picture up, and it looks like Ozzy's sitting in the car with her in spirit form.
If you don't care, if you've got it, when you get a chance.
I got it.
I'd love to have that. And no, it does not surprise me at all.
No, he's not going to leave her side. No.
She loved Ozzy.
Those two will be together for eternity.
Yes. I really believe that because of them and my parents, I believe in soulmates.
Absolutely.
I think mine got lost somewhere. I don't know.
Me too.
Yeah.
You suck.
I have to bullshit with you a little bit. Anybody else want to come through for me? Tina, she's going to. I've seen it.
My dad did.
Yep, he sure did.
That last voice.
Chris almost did.
Yeah, I was pretty close to it.
Yep.
The only thing that stopped me from it was my kid and Trevor. Then I'll be damned if I didn't turn around and lose him.
He just did MF or something. And he said, no, he doesn't feel a bit guilty.
Over what?
Who doesn't feel guilty? Can you tell me? Politicians suck. Daddy, I'm having so much fun. Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
I wonder if that could be summer.
I just heard an F-bomb, too.
That could be Ozzy. He thought that word was an adjective.
Yeah. He did. You've been in pain, and she said, but he loves me. Oh my God, that was a baby laughing. My dad said he's a Christian. That can't be true because of where he came from. There's Shanoa. There's your other baby.
I love my faith. I love my girl. She's awesome.
Oh no. Oh no. He took. Sound like she said he took down my pants and burnt me with a cigarette.
Baby, you want Daddy to go open up a 55-gallon drum of whoop ass and raise a pump knot on his head a pelican can perch on? Become a cat's ass for doing that yesterday.
She said, I'm with Jesus.
There's no better place to be.
Pray, pray, pray. He got up in his face. I realized I couldn't get him. Aunt Betty. Aunt Betty, Angela's going to sing your favorite song if you don't say her nickname. She always called me. What is Angela's nickname, Aunt Betty? So many people saw it on CNN. Hey, Grandma Sherry, can you sing the crayon song for Kayla? I want to hear it too.
Memories are wonderful, aren't they? They're such incredible things, possibly one of our greatest gifts.
Look at me up in the moon. Hi, Daddy. I'm there, I'm there, I'm there.
You think that could be summer?
I don't know.
Doesn't sound like I remember, but
her dad, we've lost our life. Somebody named Bill, too. She just said because of Bill. They're right. This one?
Yeah.
The detective something. No more words, he said to her. Warning. Get caught up in the circle.
Now that one almost sounded like one of the Despicable Me minions.
Yeah. It's going so like fast, and you can just on the screen it goes zip like a real quick.
Yeah.
Madonna says, "Daddy, can you play Pride and Joy for me?" Yeah, we will.
What kind of court date do they have tomorrow, Jenny? Do you know?
I heard that. I heard it too. It's under the secret arches. What's under the secret arches? Leave Summer alone. He's going to get a bullet. Yeah, I heard it too. We all did. American universities. Oh my goodness. Is this saying bathhouse? Yeah, it must have makes me think of something society because they just said this little girl could do.
I do too, Wanda. Every day. Times I wake up in the morning.
Trev, can you come through for Wanda?
Or waiting on a text from him.
I heard Mother Effer too.
I don't think I've been right since he left. Bad enough losing mom and dad. And all.
Oh. Something that's all in what you've seen. It's a man's spirit. The little girl is dead. Something that we're garbage, take the garbage in and take the garbage out. Yeah. That's why I always put out a warning. You never know what's going to say. I apologize for the F-bombs and crazy stuff, but
part of it, it happens.
This is part of it, and let me tell you what.
There is no controlling what comes through that thing. But that is what makes this so fascinating.
He put her body under lock and key. Our attention. Decapitation. The workers, they'll be found by the workers.
We need to remember this and keep our eyes open on the news. Not that the damn news media is going to actually tell you the truth, but...
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cut it down low since it's already 10:30. I didn't even look at the time.
Well, you get in the zone and you go.
Yeah, I mean...
I get it. He called me the day before. Literally hours before his death. And told me that he loved me. And I said, I love you too. I said, what's going on with you? He said, nothing. He said, I just want to tell you I love you. It's like he was saying his goodbye. And I just had that, that goofy ass feeling you get. And you're like, well, yeah. Because the next day when Scott called me, I was in the studio at the station. And I'll be honest with you, I freaking broke down. I lost it. Him and my kid were the two things that got me through my parents and my brother, because somebody had to take care of him. And to this day, some friends have got me this beautiful picture of he and I sitting together at Buffalo Wild Wings. I'll never forget that day. It was a Saturday. We had rode up. He had this great big gorgeous orange, whiskey orange and black ultra classic. And at the time, I think it was either my red ultra or I had that big badass black 114 jetted out Road Glide that I yelled at him at because the first time I rode with him on that bike, he took me up a goat path on Martin County, or not Martin, but Knott County. And it was called Slone Mountain. And let me tell you, that road's a damn goat path. But anyways, I've got the picture in there, and then I've got a picture that he hand drew of my mom and dad holding hands as she lay in the hospital bed. Last picture I ever took of them. But let me tell you, he captured their souls. There was nothing he couldn't do. And he always told me, if you were not around here, you would be eat up with work involving your boys. And I said, yeah, well, I am. He said, give it time. He said, you're going to get out. And a while back, and I think I told Trace and I told Brooke this, I had a dream that I was just sitting beside of him and I was rambling on at 90 miles an hour and he was just sitting there looking at me smiling. And I said, what's so funny? And in the dream, he looks at me and he says, get ready. I said, ready for what? He said, get ready. I said, bro, don't tell me I'm going to prison and be passed around like a peace pipe. He just kind of smiled and shook his head. He said, just get ready, Chris. So, okay. He was incredible. Wanda helped. Wanda knew him very well. But I'm telling you what, out of all the people I know, his soul was the most human. And I never encountered anybody that didn't just absolutely fall in love with him. He was just a great guy. He was somebody you wanted to be more like and wanted to be around. And I could say the same thing about Oliver Little. Ollie was the same way. Super nice guy. He took people to jail. He was a Floyd County Sheriff's officer. Before that, an EMT. And, I mean, the man spent his life serving other people. But when he'd take people to jail, he'd make friends out of them. Now, if you pissed him off, that was a bad idea. Because I watched him break bad on somebody once who was on narcotics. And they tried to buck him a little. And let me tell you what happened. I watched a Toyota Tundra shake from left to right when he threw him up against it. I mean, that guy hit hard. Mm-hmm. And that was Ollie tossing him into it. And Ollie said, you really want to step toe-to-toe with me? And that guy was like, hell no. He turned around and his mind back. And I was like, damn. But otherwise, he was, as long as you didn't cross that line, he'd be good to anybody. Didn't care. So, yeah, I know what the loss is like. It sucks. It sucks. But he even helped my dad what he could. I mean, that was Trevor, though. I'm talking there. Trevor did. So, outstanding job tonight.
We'll get it. We'll get it working. We'll get used to it. We'll get it working. We'll get it there.
You can't buck a bear, Kayla said. That's right. Yeah, Tina, I have to tell myself that too sometimes, but man, Stephen King wrote in The Green Mile, we all have our mile to walk in our own time, in our own way, but God, those last few feet, they seem so long. I think Steve's right. I do. Hey, Steph, how you doing? Stephanie Grass.
Hey, Steph.
It's good to see you in here, huh? Hopefully next week my voice will be in a little better shape.
Yeah, you're getting better.
I'll be over this. Well, hot tea doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And a lot of water.
Yeah.
Drinking water like it's going to style. But these seasonal allergy changes, I mean, it happens. What do you do? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kayla can tell you. Yeah, he did. But, I think up until you're a certain age, it's about acquiring things. And then after that, it's about losing them.
You're so right.
I talked to a friend a couple of days ago. And she said, why does life have to be so damn hard the older you get? And I said, well, baby, it's simple. Up until you're about 40, 45, give or take. Green tea with honey. Tina, I'll try that. Thank you. I said, you learn how to acquire things. When you're a kid going to school, a great big part of social skills is making friends, resolving conflicts, et cetera, et cetera. I said, and then you got out in the real world, and sometimes it sucks, but sometimes in high school and grade school, you lose people, your friends, car accidents and things like that. It happens. It happened to me. Jimmy Davis, Angel Butcher, Jennifer Ferguson. I loved her. I loved
my best friend.
Jimmy Davis was a great guy. Angel Butcher, one of the most beautiful souls that God ever saw fit to put on this earth. And then, of course, Jennifer Ferguson. I mean, not only was she
never get over that.
Just, I still have
I'll never get over it.
take you right to the place where that drunk bastard hit her.
Me too.
Yeah, it that broke things in me that still ain't been fixed.
Good night, Cecil.
Hey, Cecil, thanks a lot for coming in, brother.
You have
Appreciate
a good
it.
day tomorrow.
But it's a part of it.
Yeah.
What keeps me going right now is my brother and my kid. And I've got no lot to tell you. A lot of you guys do.
That's right.
Stace, Lloyd, Cade, Destiny. A lot of you guys in the chat room. A lot of the people that listen to the Mountain Mysteries podcast and the gatherings. And I'm making new friends every day. I just made a really, really good friend. His name, I consider him already a very good friend. His name is Joe Brooks. He's finance manager at Pop Chevrolet, and he is one of the finest human beings you'll ever meet. And I've met a lot of people from a lot of car dealers doing what I've done for a living over the last 3 decades, but let me tell you, ain't none of them like Joe. He's just a good man. He was raised right, I guess you'd say. And I guess that's one of God's little surprises. You think, damn, how much more can I lose? Then he sends you somebody that you become friends with.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe didn't know me very well at all, and he had me up for at his beautiful home for a cookout, Labor Day. And we had a great time. It was just absolutely a great time. And, he had told Brookie, he said, he needs to come back around more often. And really, I ain't nothing special. I eat his food. I did. But you make friends and you keep going on and you treasure those friendships because you never know when something's going to happen. Excuse me. But at the same time, you need to watch and keep your circle kind of small. You don't want to let just anybody in.
True.
Because not everybody has good intentions. So yeah, I do.
I'm sorry, I had company.
I've got a great
really sick
right now with the little cutie over here. A little blonde-headed cutie wearing glasses to my side.
You're on my side on this.
Okay, all right. Well, she's, Stace is definitely in my circle. And then the people that work with me, Tina, Brooke, Trace, they're in my circle.
Yes, mine too.
Kate is too. And if I can help him in any way with what he's taking in school for media.
Oh, he loves you. He looks up to you so much.
Was that a pun? Because he is taller than I am.
He is getting tall, but he's not taller than you.
Yes, he is.
Is he?
Yes. Damn, he's a head taller than I am. Give him another 6 months, he'll stand flat-footed and piss in a dump truck.
He's hit the growth spurt.
Yeah, I guess
my son, you guys.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks, Wanda. I appreciate that, baby. But I met Wanda hell through Trevor. And like I said, that's one life affecting others. That's what happens.
Yes.
That's how it works. God made it that way. And it works.
It's true.
What was it people say? God does all things for the good.
Mm-hmm.
He does. I believe that 100%. Without this show, I don't think I would have ever met Tina or Cecil or Kayla. And don't get me wrong, I've not met them in person, but I figure at some point we will. And God knows, Stace, you and I might not have ever crossed paths again. But here we are. And who does this all lead back to? One person. She died May 16th, 1991. She was murdered.
She sure was.
April Pennington. It all affected her. Like I said, 34 years later, girl's still changing lives. Sometimes I'm up late at night and I'm wide awake and I just can't sleep. And
I'm the same way.
And I think about things like this.
Me too.
And I think about you guys. Because I know if you're in here, chances are
yes, I am.
You've either been hurt or you are hurting.
Right.
And I just say a quick prayer. God, please give them your peace. ease that pain, ease that suffering. Take the fear away. Take whatever it is away. Take the hurt away. I know these people miss, and there's not a day goes by I don't miss Trev, or my mom and dad, or my grandma, my grandfather. But I do believe, and the reason I say this, you heard me say earlier, I don't believe in goodbyes. I believe in see you later, and I think we will see them later. There's still times I can feel my mother around me so strong.
Oh, me too. Oh, me too. She's around you all the time.
Well, she's probably trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. So exactly, what are you thinking? What are you doing? But I do remember her coming through that night on this show, talking about what we do and the podcast, and saying how proud they are. And that is a big reason why I can't be bought, because there's no amount of money that can buy that feeling when your mom, who you adored, and your dad, who you really looked up to and respected the hell out of, looks at you and says, proud of you. Or when Trevor said the same thing. There's a cop. His name's Justin. He's Ashland. He's SWAT now. He loves the podcast. He's got several officers up there in Ashland that listen to it. And he's like, dude, when you come back out with another? I said, September 18th. Who's it about? Brian Everson. He said, oh, that sick, twisted son of a bitch. I said, yeah. I said, after that, it's an update with Debbie and Missy about Amber Spradlin. He said, I'd like to get my hands on that bastard for just 5 minutes. And I said, you and Brandon would get along like, water and Kool-Aid mix. Yeah, I said, you guys will get along just fine. And then, of course, after that, I told him that we were doing, that we've got more. I said, big difference is now we're doing them every 2 weeks, because I'm hoping, and don't get me wrong, it has gotten busier, but I'm hoping that I'm going to get very, very busy dealing with the 5 clients, or, 5 clients that I don't know exactly who's going to be yet. But that's why I said 5, because if I can't give it my all to each one of them individually, and I think I can handle 5, but any more than that, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to take away from the others.
Yeah.
Make sense? So, and I want to make sure I get results, because, you're talking about your name there. I want to make sure that people say, yeah, he's pretty good at what he does. You may not always agree with him, but he's pretty decent at what he does. That's a blessing. And to hear you guys talk about it in here, that's a blessing. Everything's going on over here in the chat room. People saying, wow, yeah, we like this. And so with that being said, excuse me, I will put it back up there if I can find it. Maybe. Maybe not. Overlay? No, I see it's up here. Take a picture of that box up there with the 3 black dots. It'll take you right to our PayPal. Seriously, we could use the help. $5 or $10, whatever you can. And it's PayPal. They are more secure than Patreon ever thought about being.
Mm-hmm.
You got like 86 little Asian and German people that work together for one account to make sure that nobody can hack it. Okay, so that's a bit far-fetched. But it's here. And the money goes, every bit of it will go back into this program to make it better. And yes, it can be better. I'm just getting started. I've got a very distinct vision of where I want this thing to be in 1 year, 5 years, and if God lets me live long enough, 10 years. And then I'm going to turn it over to baby girl. So that's what's going to happen, I hope. But I got to get it built first, and that's what we're trying to do. So we could use your help, and we do appreciate it. Kayla Tanksley, what's the total goal for the podcast? The total goal for the podcast is to have listeners all over the world, and we're damn near there right now. I think it's 82, 83 countries. But right now, I think we've got close to 1,000, 2,000 followers. We actually had over 7 or 8,000 listen to Amber Spradlins. So what I really want for the podcast, The Mountain Mysteries, it's either on Spotify or Apple, whatever you choose to listen to it on. Like, follow, and share. Do you realize that in a month, the Mountain Mysteries Facebook page went from 2,100 to 4,300 people following it? Like I said, when you put your people first and you give them what they want, something worth listening to,
That's right.
hopefully I do, then they respond. This ain't about me, guys. It ain't about the cases I want. It's about the cases you want. But sometimes I can't get those cases done because I can't find nobody to talk to me. I'm begging somebody to come forward and shoot me a message on Facebook that says, we'll talk to you about Jaden Spicer. You ain't got no idea what I can do with your voice. I can completely disguise it. Don't have to be a video interview.
That's right.
I don't have to even
help
you face to face. GoFundMe will be incoming soon. Oh, cash wise, to keep us afloat. If we could get $200 or $300 a month, that'd be awesome. Whatever comes up short, I'll foot in the rest. If we get $200 or $300 a month total. So you're thinking right now, I'm seeing somewhere around the neighborhood of about 78, 80 total listeners across all platforms. Because this thing just shows me the total of all platforms. So, you think you do 200 divided by that, what's you come up with, So if everybody could do $5 or $10 a month, because honestly, I want to grow up, but that's why we're working to get what I call corporate sponsors, people who own businesses that will put me to work for them doing what I know to do.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about cameras. I'm talking about the Mountain Mysteries podcast going to video format. And the little surprise I was talking to you about earlier, this ain't got a thing to do with the Mountain Mysteries, and it ain't got a thing to do with the gatherings, but it's got everything to do with Chris Slone Media. What would you guys think about us doing live ball games on Friday night lights from Jim Matney Field or Josh Francis Stadium, Prestonsburg, Johnson Central, respectively, etc.? Because right now, most of the radio stations that are covering them, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but they couldn't stick their finger in their ass with a tom-tom.
Wigwam do.
Now, me, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm no good at calling a ball game. I was actually on the air once, tried it, and said they're at the 51-yard line. And I remember a buddy of mine, and he said, exactly where the hell is this mythical 51-yard line? He said, Chris, it stops at 50 and goes back 49, 48, 40 on the other side. And I said, oh, okay. You got to learn sometime. But I'll tell you what I do know. I know how to make that bitch sound good. And I know how to make it look even better. And we can do it.
To answer Madonna, yeah, Chris is like 10 minutes from me, so
yeah,
we're in touch every day.
Very close.
Mm-hmm.
Very close. Stacia and I live very, very close apart. And I've already gotten in trouble for coming over and eating Destiny's ice cream. So, and stealing cookies and stuff. So Stacia's like, damn it, I'll give you a key. Come in. I don't care.
You know it.
Yeah. Which you can have a key to this place if you want. But anyways, for the podcast, now, if you're talking about the Mountain Mysteries, same goes, or the same goal goes, I'm sorry. Somewhere around $300 or $400 a month would be awesome. This platform is not cheap. I think you all saw that last week. And they hit me out of the blue with it. No warning, no soap, no nothing. just bend over. And I was like, you sons of bitches. But prayers and sacrifice. And I'll never forget something I heard Steve Harvey say once. Because, he ain't always been well off. There was a time, he was so broke he couldn't pay attention. But he said, you come to a crossroads at some point. And you got to make a decision. And that decision you make, if you step out on faith, he said, it can make all the difference.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, all right. I did. Because it's like I told Stace, it's like I told Tracy, it's like I told Brooke.
How's that?
I said, look, we're building something here. And I can't afford to take a week off. Trust me, tonight would have been a perfect reason for me to say, I can't do it tonight. No. Here I am. There she is. Because to be honest with you, there's no place I'd rather be. This is what we do. Remember our mission statement. To help. But sometimes we need a little help too. I'm done for the night, baby. You? Anything you want to say?
Good to see everybody. I love you guys. And if you need me, you know where I am.
Wanda said I only have Apple Pay and barely know how to work it. Well, with the PayPal thing, you can, you just said you only have Apple Pay. I'm not sure.
I've got Apple Pay also.
Maybe Stace could help you with that if you want to shoot her a message.
I can get it to Chris.
I'm not asking for something you can't afford, just what you can. Because I don't want anybody going hungry. I know what that's like. It sucks. And I don't have to go hungry because there's Tracy, there's Brooke, there's Joe, there's, hell, I bet you Lloyd would take me out for a cheeseburger at McDonald's if I wanted. So, but, I got that God's pride thing. Do what?
I'll even get you a double.
You are a sexy beast.
You know it.
I don't care what anybody says. I like you. I don't care what your mom said about you. I like you. So, it's something to have good friends. They're worth more than any money can buy. But guys, love y'all. Have a good week and a good weekend. And if you can, come see us in Laurel County Tuesday night. And be on the lookout. Of course, we'll be back here next Thursday night. But be on the lookout for the line of T-shirts and merch that Brooke's making us. We'll show you how you can get a hold of that. It's probably going to be on chrisslone.media. And be on the lookout for Stacy not to tell you about the next locations. And especially if one is in Peaburg or Paintsville or Pikeville. You never know. Most of the time people contact Stace. But we ain't above contacting them to see if they've got a venue that we can host something like this at. Because number one, it's cool to, learn new things. And number two, it's just a lot of fun. And meeting you guys would be awesome. I know we've talked about it before. Stace, love you, baby. Good night.
Love you.
Lloyd, good night, brother.
What?
Good night.
Night.
As for you, remember, you are worth it. You're fearfully, wonderfully, and strongly made. And I love every single one of you. May God bless you and good night.
See you.